Hey, I'm Steve Krenz back at legendary Gruhn Guitars here in Nashville, Tennessee. Boy, have we got a special guitar to show you now. It's from the Eric Clapton collection. These are instruments personally owned by Eric Clapton. And George, tell us a little bit about this instrument.
This is a National Style Number 3 round neck tricone model that has been owned by Eric since 2006. It was played on the 2006 through 2007 tour when Derek Trucks was playing it, using it for Outside Woman Blues. But it's Eric's guitar.
Yes.
And the National company was the first to do resonator guitars, metal body resonator guitars, and their earliest ones were tricone, 3 6-inch cones. Mm-hmm. This was before electric guitars. When they wanted amplification, this was mechanical amplification. So, while we see Hartke speaker systems with aluminum cones, well, this had aluminum cones starting in the 1920s, but going back to 1927. But it's mechanical amplification. And this model, the Style 3, has very elaborate engraving.
Yes, it's gorgeous.
Lily of the Valley pattern. That's all hand engraved here.
Beautiful.
On the sides, on the front. And this was a very expensive instrument when it was new. A guitar like this was close to $200 when new. Back in this one was made in 1930. Mm-hmm. They had 4 basic models of the tricones. They had a Style 1, which did not have the engraving and had simple dot inlays. Then they had the Style 2 that had a floral rose pattern that was not as fancy as this. Then this is the Style 3. And above it there was a Style 4 with a chrysanthemum pattern that covered even more of the surface in elaborate engraving. But the engraving wasn't really all that much more elaborate. As far as the complexity of the engraving, this is still pretty neat.
Yeah.
And it was, putting this in context, Martin hardly made anything that cost any more than this back then. So this guitar, when new, cost about as much as the pearl-trimmed Style 45 000 size Martin would. Today, the Martin would bring more money, but this is still a plenty valuable guitar, and a very high-grade instrument. It's quite rare. Most of the National tricones were hollow square neck for Hawaiian style only, to be played with a steel bar.
Right.
They made a few with the round neck. And these round neck models are highly sought by blues players today. They do make some replicas now. So National Resophonic is doing some that are sort of like this. But this is the original. It's still unbeatable for what it is. And the fact that it was a very special instrument and owned by Eric, and also played on tour with Derek Trucks on tour with Eric, just gives it all the more cachet. This is a great piece of memorabilia and a great guitar.
Absolutely amazing. Thank you, George.